And so I am excited that the Ministry of Agriculture and Marine Resources and its new allied agencies are now using bird's eye tools that can revolutionize the way we approach resource management and conservation. Let us embrace this technology and work together to safeguard our environment for the future generations. Thank you.
I'm Carissa Williamson, and this has been Your Government in Action, a proud presentation of Bahamas Information Services. Join us on Tuesday evenings, where we bring you highlights, coverage, and information as we continue to do what we do best, linking people and government.
There's a spark of greatness in each of us. That spark is called personality. Individual gifts and talents provide the fuel to set that spark ablaze. Each child has the right to an education which values their personality and nurtures their talents, while teaching them to be respectful to their parents and their cultures.
You're watching the ZNS Network, the People's Station.
Coming up in the news, a senator unveils plans to boost Grand Bahama's orange economy. Plus, a woman in custody in relation to Grand Bahama's latest murder. And the final flight for an influential captain and mentor. The Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, starts now.
This is the Bahamas Tonight, Northern Edition.
Location is perfect. From a logistics standpoint, there is lots to do.
The government is renewing its focus on harnessing the potential of the orange economy, specifically in Grand Bahama. A local senator with the Ministry of Tourism, Investments and Aviation announcing game-changing strategies to unlock significant opportunities for local artists. Raven Davis reports.
It's an exciting time to be a creative who's interested in the orange economy.
That is because, according to Senator Randy Rowe, the government is intensifying efforts to develop the orange economy, specifically in Grand Bahama. While for years many have lamented that the Bahamas has not fully capitalized on the orange economy's value, despite having a substantial pool of skilled creatives, Rowe says that narrative is about to change.
The location is perfect. From a logistics standpoint, there is lots to do, and there are many producers who are interested in the island.
He says concrete steps are being taken to tap into this potential.
We're reaching out and connecting with a lot of our friends of the Bahamas, who would have some experience in the industry, and finding ways that they can come down, lend their support, lend their efforts and resources to helping us to promote the island more, the destination locations.
Now, Roll also revealing that as early as this week, a Hollywood actress known for her roles in Different Strokes and Good Times will be on the island to help promote the agenda.
We're going to have some meetings with her, the Deputy Prime Minister, Minister Ginger Moxie, who has expressed her interest in wanting to see this industry take off. And then we're going to strategize as to what are the next steps in getting something going on here in Grand Bahama.
He also emphasizes that local entrepreneurs stand to benefit with numerous spin-off opportunities and a widespread economic boost anticipated.
The film industry, you may not be an actor, and that's fine, because there are so many other jobs and so many other roles that come along when you talk about bringing a production to a destination. They bring a number of different individuals. They're here for a number of days, and so that's food, that's person who's prepared food, that's drinks, they're using gas, they're consuming a number of different things.
Roll concludes that the development of the orange economy in Grand Bahama could significantly contribute to the island's economic recovery, adding that Grand Bahama's ample land makes it an ideal location for building film studios. For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Raven Davis.
Thanks, Raven. Well, the news from the Health Beat, Ozempic, a new drug that has been gaining widespread attention for its weight loss benefits, is also associated with some negative side effects. Tonight, a local general and bariatric weight loss surgeon weighs in. Jolanda Thompson-Everest reports.
Ozempic, also known by its trade name Wegovy, is gaining popularity worldwide as a new weight loss drug, praised by many celebrities and increasingly considered by locals for weight management. This medication is primarily used to treat type 2 diabetes. Dr. Terrell Humes, a general and bariatric weight loss surgeon, explains that Ozempic contains semaglutide, which helps monitor blood sugar levels, while Dr. Humes confirms that the drug is safe when administered by a healthcare professional. He emphasizes that it should be used under medical supervision.
An injection, right, that you give subcutaneous either in the abdomen or the thigh or the upper arm. We start at 0.25 milligrams every week, and then depending on, we would raise it every month until 1 milligram.
And while there may be a few speculations on the medicine, he admits that there's more to it than just losing weight.
It has to come along with diet and exercise, right? That is all part of it. You have to change your lifestyle, change how you eat, change your exercise, and it'll help you keep the weight off.
Despite its effectiveness for weight loss, Dr. Humes notes that there are potential complications associated with the drug. Therefore, he advises those interested in using Ozempic to ensure that they are monitored by their healthcare provider.
You come in, it's prescribed by a healthcare professional. You don't want to go and get these medications that aren't Ozempic, just semaglutide, made without the strictest guidelines.
As for those complications, here's the list of some of them.
That's usually with any drug you may prescribe, nausea and vomiting. Now, some people get abdominal pain. Now, it's very rare, and it should be short-acting. If it is longer, then I would say, hey, let's stop the drug.
The surgeon discloses that they start their patients with small doses of Ozempic and that the injection is given every week. For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Jolanda Thompson-Everest.
In news from police in Bimini, 2 men from that northern island arraigned today in New Providence's Magistrate Court. A 32-year-old male from Alistown, Bimini, facing multiple charges, including burglary, trespassing, possession of dangerous drugs, assaulting a police officer, resisting arrest, and unlawfully carrying firearms. These charges are linked to several incidents that occurred between Thursday, June 20th and Friday, July 5th. In connection with these incidents, a 36-year-old male from South Bimini has also been charged with harboring a criminal. Well, the Tourism Development Corporation has teamed up with the Ministry for Grand Bahama to host the 50-50 Venture Pitch competition. This initiative program aims to identify and support the best upcoming and existing tour and excursion ventures. The competition provides essential training, support, and funding opportunities for budding entrepreneurs. 50 aspiring entrepreneurs from the islands were selected to participate in an intensive small business training program designed to enhance their entrepreneurial skill sets.
They're going to be competing for 3 prizes, $10,000 being the first prize, $8,000 is the second prize, and the third prize is $6,000. And so we're really, really excited that we could have this kind of opportunity for these entrepreneurs. A lot of them are 2 years or less, and so this is will be a great opportunity for them to expand their business opportunities. This money will be used for marketing, for various different public relations. If they want to put them in a website, whatever it is, it's just an opportunity to help them build it. So to the TDC, we're really focused on allowing these opportunities for these people taking their business from A to B.
Now, out of the 5 participants, 5 from Abaco, 10 from Grand Bahama are moving on to the finale, now having the opportunity to compete and pitch their innovative concepts to secure grant funding awards. The competition finale is set to take place on Thursday, July 25th at the Grand Lucayan Resort, where these talented entrepreneurs will present their ideas in hopes of turning their dreams into reality.
We have some secret judges that we can't announce yet. So these judges are going to be, they've already looked over the business plans, and they all signed non-disclosure acts, and they're going to be reviewing. They've already reviewed the plans, so they know who these persons are from a business perspective. But we're going to allow the contestants to compete in the front of the judges and the audience, and from that we are going to choose the 3 winners of the prizes. So $24,000 between the 3 prizes.
Now on to some sad news. Emotions were high as the body of Roosevelt Major landed in Grand Bahama for his homegoing service on the weekend. Family, friends, and pilots gathered on the runway of the Grand Bahama International Airport to see the veteran pilot land for his final flight with a special salute. Shalia Roll was there.
It was the final flight for a revered pilot and mentor. Lined off on the runway at the Grand Bahama International Airport were fire trucks awaiting the descent of an IBC plane that brought the body of Captain Roosevelt Major Sr. back to Grand Bahama. The water salute marking his impact in the aviation sector, as family, friends, and airport staff gathered to witness the somber but momentous occasion. Xavier Ingram, a local pilot and mentee of Major, says that this was the best way to honor his life and legacy as he made his final flight back to the island.
He was a great impact. He taught me a lot from the first day I was out of flight school. He was constantly teaching, and that was his spirit. He always wanted the best out of everybody. He can't be replaced.
Major boasts of being the first solo Bahamian proprietor of a private airline company. Ingram says that the impact that he made on the aviation community is one that can never be forgotten, as he always strived for excellence, learning new things about aircrafts and teaching younger pilots everything that he learned.
It's a culmination of a fantastic life and a tribute to a very great person. You know, it's not a common thing, but it was well deserved.
His deep love for aircrafts culminated in the establishment of Major's Airlines in the 1980s, one of the Bahamas' foremost private air charter companies. Today, family and friends stood on the property of the former airline, reminiscing the impact that Major made not only in the aviation industry, but to their lives.
Roosevelt Major made a very impactful difference on this island and throughout the Bahamas. As a sister, like I said, I'm grateful for his life and the legacy that he's left behind.
It's really great joy to see my father being honored in the way that he was, because he was a staple in Grand Bahama. It even brings me pleasure for, to say that I'm the son of Roosevelt Major,
I'm proud, but I miss him a lot. He wants us to go forward. He tries his best to do everything for everybody.
A homegoing celebration will be held in honor of the life and legacy of Roosevelt Major on Saturday, July 27th at Mary Star of the Sea Catholic Church at 2 p.m. Roosevelt Major died at the age of 70. The spirit of this legend will always fly high. For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Shalia Rule.
You have enough things to worry about. Living in a world that can seem opposite of the things you are trying to accomplish.
I can need a little help with this one, sis.
We're here to let you know that you don't have to go at it alone. Choose peace of mind. Choose comfort. Choose CD. Commonwealth Bank, leader in personal banking services.
Come on down and see what Dolly Madison has in store for you. Renovate and rejuvenate at Dolly Madison.
Get ready for the Bottle in the Bahamas karaoke contest at Port Lucaya Market Square. Preliminary trials are July 19th at 7 p.m. and the main event is July 26th at 7:30 p.m. For more information, call 438-9056. Here are some tips for having your home ready for a hurricane. Keep all trees and shrubs trimmed. Bring in all outdoor furniture, plants, or any other items that may become airborne due to high winds. Cover windows and doors with hurricane shutters or pre-cut plywood. Clear drains and gutters. And remember to secure important documentation in case you have to evacuate. Don't be caught off guard this hurricane season. Be prepared. Your #1 news team covering the North. The Bahamas Tonight, Northern Edition.
Welcome back. While one person is in custody in connection to the island's latest murder, we learned in this report that the victim was attempting to change his life. Shalia Roll reports.
One woman in custody, and the investigations into the third murder for the year on Grand Bahama continues. The island's latest victim was known to police, but according to a local community activist, the murder victim was trying to change his life. As over 17 shots were heard through the corner of Yellow Jasmine Close on Sunday evening, claiming the life of a 49-year-old male. According to president of Reach Out Youth Organization, the victim's desire was to turn around his life. The victim, identified as Junior Stanford Martin, spoke to Say just last week about having his criminal record expunged. He was in the last stages of the expunging process, which was meeting with a counselor for anger management classes. Say adds that his police record was hindering him from working.
He's a hard worker. He's a hard-working young man. His complaint and cry always to me was that, hey, Dudley, I can't get no job because my record was not clean.
The president of Reach Out Youth Organization says that with the climbing murder count throughout the country, youngsters should go back to their Christian roots to find a sense of peace. He also states that there is a need for more role models to inspire young people.
We don't have enough positive role models that these kids can understand they have a value in their life. And I think that's what you're seeing here today. Drug selling is it. And I think that's what's happening now in our country today.
As he was once a young man who was in need of a second chance, Say it resonates with those who are trying to receive this new life. He believes that with a fresh start, many lives can be changed.
Once a person gets a second chance, they won't make the same mistakes they made when they were younger. So I think that's what second chance is really about. When you get a second chance, then you'll have a chance to impact lives. Or you'll have an opportunity to take care of your family. And that's the most cry I'm hearing.
Said says that he would like to tell youngsters throughout the Bahamas that there's a purpose for their lives.
Young men in the Bahamas, throughout the length and breadth of this country, you have a purpose in life. And I think they need to know that. But we're losing too much young men by gun violence in this country.
Now, police officials are actively investigating the island's latest murder. Police are asking anyone with any information to come forward, noting that you can do so anonymously at 911 or 919. For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Shalia Rule.
Well, with dedication to pouring into art programs around the island, the Grand Bahama Port Authority, along with Art Lucaya, making a $10,000 donation to various schools' art programs on the island. The proceeds were raised from an exhibit hosted by Art Lucaya. Port officials say that being able to pour into the lives of young artists bring joy.
One of the things we're trying to do is foster the younger generation. So when we have a big event, we try to raise funds from ticket sales, which we then can give back to the younger generation through the arts classes, through the
artists and the artworks that have drawn everyone into seeing the Art Lucaya Festival as something that they want to buy tickets for, want to come to, and actually want to start collecting art. And out of that has come the ability to be able to foster the young talent on the island. So not only is the art being sold, but the tickets are being sold. the awareness and education of the community as a whole to what art represents and what it brings to each of us as individuals.
Artists throughout Grand Bahama say the opportunity to communicate with other creatives was life-changing.
Being able to exhibit with other artists, not just as their peers, but professional artists in the CM space or nearby spaces is awesome.
Great experience. They were able to speak with other artists. I got positive feedback from my students. They were excited. They felt so happy to just hear advice and critiques, you know, from other artists.
Having a community such as these people here and the encouragement from them, as a young artist in Grand Bahama, it is a very special thing and is a very rare thing.
Well, the Bahamas making its mark in the world of international pageantry at the World Imperial Beauties competition this weekend. As Matthew Martinbar reports, the pageant displayed the country's best in beauty and brains.
A warm welcome home is in order for our beauty queens who have just participated in the International World Imperial Beauty competition in Orlando, with 2 running away with the top crowns in the teen and cover girl divisions, respectively.
Your 2024 World Imperial Beauties teen, Zabriel Ramen.
In a competition where delegates ranging from 4 to 50 years of age from different countries all around the world, Zabriel Raming, representing the Bahamas, came out victorious in the teen category. It was her first time competing on the international stage.
When they announced me as the winner, I was so shocked, and when I looked at all my supporters, family and friends cheering me on, I thought I was in a literal dream. And still, up to this day, standing up here, and I still can't believe that I actually won the title, and I represented the Bahamas great.
The Royal Crown winner not only flashed her beauty for the judges' amusement, but ensured to utilize her intellect by bringing to the forefront awareness for teen mental health, an issue she feels our community needs to address.
To tell to parents that don't ever shut your child out when they're crying out for help.
Along with Ms. Raming, the Bahamas also coming away with more accolades within other divisions, such as first runner-up in preteen and the People's Choice Award. Both ladies saying next year they're coming back better than ever.
This is my second time entering a pageant like this, but I will be moving on to another pageant system, but it has been I've had a great time.
Well, the first time I didn't know what to do, but I know what to do for now.
In addition to Ms. Raming coming away with the top crown in the team division, Ms. Amina Lockhart of New Providence captured the top crown in the cover girl category in this year's competition. For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Matthew Martinborough.
Congratulations to you all. Well, that's a look at stories making news. Shane, tell us what's coming up in sports.
Well, Remigo, coming up in sports, a local basketball program spent some time in Europe and came back with some hardware. We've got the details on that plus more. So stick around. Sports is up next after this break.
The Ultimate Brunch Full Buffet is back at Portobello's in the Grand Lucayan Hotel every Sunday from noon until 4 p.m. Call 373-1333 for more information.
Foresight IT Professionals is now open in Freeport, Grand Bahama, offering affordable products and IT services. From computers, IT support, network setup, and more. Boost your productivity with the right technology. Contact them on WhatsApp for more information. Phone 813-3355.
Have the following supplies on hand at the start of the hurricane season. A minimum 3-day supply of water, which provides 1 gallon of water per person per day. Minimum 3-day supply of non-perishable food items. Flashlights and extra batteries. A battery-powered radio to receive broadcasts that will keep you informed of the storm. A first aid kit. A 7-day supply of any prescribed medication. Don't be caught off guard this hurricane season. Be prepared. Get ready for the ultimate showdown of intellect. 11 schools vying for the trophy, scholarships, and bragging rights. Battle of the Brains. Witness the excitement as young minds compete in math, physics, chemistry, and biology. Who will rise to the challenge and claim victory? This year, 11 schools go head-to-head in the Battle of the Brains 2024.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Shane Stubbs, and welcome to Sports. We've got some brief details in softball and basketball, so let's take a look.
The girls certainly have been having fun at the GT Athletic Softball Camp. Here's Coach Oscar Green on what's been happening.
We're focusing on the fundamentals of softball, teaching them about the basic throwing, basic hitting, base running, focusing on those fundamental skills that they need. Every softball player needs. We're teaching the new skills so that the girls could learn that, and once they're done with the camp, they'll be happy that, and the parents will be happy that they came into the GT Athletic Summer Camp.
Addie's had some help in 18-year-old Liberty Thompson, who decided to give back and help the young ladies improve their games for the future. And it's a choice she does not regret.
Teaching them how to bat, how to hold a bat, and the fundamentals of batting, because it's more than just swinging. We've been teaching them how to catch and throw properly, that way they don't injure themselves. As a lot of softball players, once they get to a certain point, they don't remember how important the basics are.
14-year-old Variah McIntosh can't wait to use what she learned in the camp in the future.
We've been doing a lot of stuff, and I think it's really going to help in the future. I think it's a very good sport, and I think that other people should indulge in it.
The camp is on a brief hiatus and is expected to return sometime in August. Lastly in sports, Blazer Elite Academy ended their European tour, coming away with the 18 and under title at the EPIT basketball tournament over in Spain. Coach Dr. Ray Evans recaps the 21-day tour, which included them finishing 5th at the Portugal Basketball Festival. While drawing the eyes of some scouts, Evans says the tournament was more than an eye-opener for the Hoopers.
When we walked in the gym, especially in Spain, we played against a team that was came from Pau Gasol's academy, and they saw kids them 6'9", 6'10", still 16 and 17 years old. They saw a lot of scouts that were in the gym. So a couple of the boys were already being scouted by some European clubs and teams. When the teams found out how young our players were, at 15 and 16 years old, it was very impressive. We were actually there at the same time the Bahamas national team was in Spain. So it was a good omen for us to be there, 4 hours away. So we did pretty well. Came in with the trophy, that's the most important thing.
The team got the chance to end their tour with a few exhibition games in Paris and already look forward to defending their title next year.
And that'll do it for your sports check this evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Shane Stubbs. As always, be safe and be great.
And now we'll look at the local weather forecast.
Tonight's weather forecast is brought to you by Royal Star Assurance.
'Cause it's so beautiful.
Now time to ask GBPC.
How can I report a power outage or an electrical emergency?
In the event of a power outage or electrical emergency, your safety and convenience are our top priorities at GBPC. We understand that such situations can be inconvenient, and we are committed to resolving them swiftly. To report a power outage or any electrical emergency, please utilize one of the following contact methods. Emergency hotline, call 352-8411. This line is available 24/7 for urgent matters regarding power outages or electrical emergencies. Our toll-free number, dial 300-4826. Our toll-free number is dedicated to handling power outages and electrical emergencies, accessible from anywhere in the Bahamas. Our Facebook page. Reach out to us through our official Facebook page. Simply send us a message detailing your issue, and our team will respond promptly to assist you. No matter which method you choose, rest assured that our team is dedicated to restoring your power and ensuring your safety as quickly as possible.
The Tourism Development Corporation of the Bahamas is hosting the final 2024 50-50 Venture Pitch Competition, July 25th at 5 p.m. at Grand Lucine Resort. Visit www.tdcbahamas.com for more information.
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm self-insuring my investments, starting with this tarp.
We all remember the blue tarps after the storm. Let's make sure that we are covered with more than a tarp. Don't allow your investment to be at risk. Protect your investment with one of our insurance policies.
Nobody
does it better.
The North. The Bahamas Tonight, Northern Edition.
James Vega, you are our Facebook friend of the night, and we wish you a special happy birthday. Birthday greetings also going out to our colleague here in the North, Georgina Martin. We hope that you enjoyed. And that concludes the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. On behalf of the entire ZNS News team here in the North, I'm Ramiko Knowles. Thank you so much for tuning in. Be sure to stay tuned. The Bahamas Tonight continues.
Coming up in the Bahamas tonight, industrial action at the Princess Margaret Hospital. Find out how and why a diesel spill is at the heart of the standoff. Tense negotiations end in the hotel union inking the ultimate deal for its Club Med members. Tune in for the many benefits. Plus, the countdown is on for a lucrative seafood season to open. And in sports, junior girls in Panama for Centro Basket Tournament. The Bahamas Tonight, the National Report starts now.
ZNS News is brought to you by the new BTC. Fiber is here. Faster, stronger, more reliable. Together, we are unstoppable. Switch today.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Lakush Lapinder, and this is the Bahamas Tonight, the National Report. Thanks for tuning in. Topping tonight's news, operations at the Princess Margaret Hospital's Rand Morgue at a standstill as staff there stage a sick out due to what they describe as hazardous working conditions. Bahamas Allied Healthcare Workers Union President Krista Burrows Campbell revealing this afternoon that last week's diesel spill has made it difficult for morgue attendants to execute their duties, further charging that the fumes have caused employees to experience headaches, nausea, and even seek medical attention. The union executive, who also works in the morgue, confirming that hospital officials deodorized the scent to neutralize the fumes, but that so far, that's not working. She's appealing for hospital officials to fix the situation immediately in order to take the staff's health into consideration.
We do have 28 individuals that were supposed to be released, but because of the fumes, we can't really do it. And we do have overage in the morgue. Our capacity is actually 79 to 80% comfortably. We have over 200 people in there. And so we need to get things going so we can get people out so that they can get their loved ones buried.
Now, while the union president is hoping to have a conversation with the health and wellness minister on the matter, she's appealing for hospital management to fix the situation immediately.
We are not willing to go back into those conditions until this issue is resolved. It is not only affecting the morgue staff, but I understand throughout the hospital above us, we are also having some issues and concerns. And I feel that it's just been too long. It's been lingering too long.
Now, our news team reached out to Health and Wellness Minister, the Honorable Michael Darville, who acknowledges there were complaints of a residual odor after an initial cleanup in the affected area. This, he says, left them to reach out to Rubis, who's expected to send in a team as early as tomorrow to address the drains. The minister further stressing that he does not wish for any staff member to be working in an environment that impacts them or their performance. Well, in more upbeat news this evening, the Bahamas Hotel Catering and Allied Workers Union and the San Salvador-based Club Med Columbus Isle signing a new industrial agreement. The 4-year agreement coming after the previous one expired in 2019. While no value was given for the new contract, Union President Darren Wood says highlights include the guaranteed 5-day work week, 4 weeks Christmas bonus, sick pay, emergency leave, health and welfare benefit, and pension. He says through a phased approach, staff will enjoy all the benefits they received before Club Med closed in January 2021, citing COVID-19 as a major factor. Ultimately, Wood says the union got everything it wanted.
These negotiations would have been, yes, difficult, but much easier because we had a blueprint. And we had an area. So let's take, for instance, the health and welfare. The pension is 1%, is a particular percentage. The health and welfare is another percentage. And so because they wanted to come at 1% for the health, for the pension fund, we said to them, no, there is a standard that you have to come in at. So what we were able to do is use the percentage from the health and welfare, put it with the pension fund, and bring the health and welfare in at a later time. So there was some maneuvering and jockeying just so that we could get to a point where we have an industrial agreement that we believe is something that we all can live with, and something that is beneficial to the employees at the end of the day.
Club Med Regional HR Director for North America, Angeles Martinez, says both parties are pleased with what they settled on. In addition to COVID-19, Club Med officials also had concerns about health facilities, other infrastructure, and airlift to the island, which Martinez addressed.
I cannot tell you right now that we are 100% satisfied with what it has to offer in terms of health benefits, to call it something. It is a small island, and we do have certain priorities that we need to take care of, but what I can tell you right now is that the government has been very helpful in ensuring that this continues to move forward. Because it is true that we need to ensure that not only our guests, but also our employees are in the safest possible environment. And in order to get that done, we do need the help of the government. But as I mentioned, it's a work in progress, and they have been very, very supportive.
Well, still on union news, members of the 11 affiliates of the National Congress of Trade Unions Bahamas in training this week. President Dwayne Woods is confident the seminar will make a difference in future trade negotiations.
For sole purpose of this training, we invited human resources representatives as well to sit and train with our union representatives so as to minimize the amount of labor disputes that may arise within our affiliate organization. Over the next 2 days, they will be trained on various elements of union practices and administration, and as well as the labor legislations, and so forth and so on. So when we come from the table now with this training, we would expect all that is learned to be exhibited in the workplace with less disputes arising with our affiliates.
Well, we're going to shift our attention now to news from Parliament. We're now just awaiting the Governor General's assent for a package of bills passed in the upper chamber last evening to become acts and then finally gazetted. Among them, legislation creating the framework needed to regulate the cultivation of cannabis as an agricultural crop, legalize medical cannabis, to criminalize small amounts of under 30 grams, and allow Rastafarians to use marijuana as a sacrament. Also given Senate approval, legislation to strengthen the intellectual property rights of musicians, artists, and other creatives, as well as bills to enhance the securities, maritime, and aviation sectors, among others. Contributing to the debate, opposition Senator Michael Barnett Ellis noted that certain provisions in the legislation relating to intellectual property rights needed to be revisited.
If a doctor in the Bahamas invents new, cutting-edge, paradigm-shifting procedure, they will not be able to patent that procedure in the Bahamas to protect their right to be credited for their innovation. New uses for known substances will not be able to be patented under this bill. We just debated the cannabis compendium. If a doctor in the Bahamas discovers a new use for cannabis, maybe to treat a medical condition, they will not be able to patent it in the Bahamas.
Attorney General Senator the Honorable Ryan Pinder responded with this.
We have a separate piece of legislation coming in phase 2 regarding new plant varieties, which gives its own protective framework for the agribusiness section and the agri-research section for new plant varieties, because we think that is a significant component of our collective IP envelope. The reason we're doing this is in phases is because we want, these are the 3 primary pieces that generally have widespread protection uses. We want to put these in place, get the IP office up and running, get these integrated, and then come back with the bills.
The business of the Senate has adjourned sine die. Still to come, well, you're watching the Bahamas Tonight, the national report. There's more news in a moment.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Folk Call Smart Pass, the smart way to pay at the pump.
For the past 51 years, the Bahamas has been a nation marching for progress. We are more than sunny skies and blue seas. We are a nation filled with purpose, opportunity, and innovation. With each generation, our spirit grows stronger, our dreams brighter, with our banners waving high. Join us as we continue to pass the torch, fostering freedom, progress, opportunity, and innovation for years to come. Happy Independence, Bahamas, from Commonwealth Bank.
Finger licking good.
What are we gonna do? We forgot your daddy's birthday. He's in Eleuthera and we're all the way in Nassau. You got it? Okay. Yes, you're right. Eleuthera for tomorrow? No problem.
Wendy's and Coca-Cola is ready to give you a summer of fun with over $20,000 in cash and prizes. Upgrade your premium lunch combo to a medium or a large, or purchase a large salad with a Coke for a chance to win amazing prizes like a 50-inch TV and soundbar, a staycation at Comfort Suites, or a $3,000 Going Places travel voucher. Enter online at Wendy's Bahamas Facebook page for a chance to win.
Portion of the news is brought to you by Bahamas Striping Group of Companies.
Cruise tourism making big waves on the economy, so much so that the Minister of Tourism, Investments and Aviation is making an appeal to Bahamians to play a greater role in the top industry. Desmond Saunders tells us more.
Royal Caribbean's mega cruise ship Utopia of the Seas among 6 vessels, bringing a record-breaking 30,000 cruise ship visitors to Nassau Cruise Port over the weekend. These larger numbers are good news for tourism, and according to Acting Prime Minister and Minister of Tourism, the Honorable Chester Cooper, lucrative opportunities for Bahamians.
We are seeing new walking tours, new electric car tours. We're even seeing graveyard tours. This is an exciting time for cruise in the Bahamas, where we can share all that we have to offer, whether it's a food tour or a tour of the various forts. AMMC is reloading as well.
With a banner year in tourism, and as officials expect to welcome over 6 million cruise passengers this year alone, the tourism minister now calling on Bahamians to become active stakeholders in the industry.
I continue, though, to call on Bahamians to invest downtown, particularly on the east end of Bay Street. We should see some new developments happening there. We have a new incubation center, and there's significant opportunity to be had. 30,000 arrivals at least today. That's more than just a number. It's opportunities for Bahamian entrepreneurs, and I invite Bahamian entrepreneurs to continue to innovate, to continue to expand and grow so that they can take advantage of the opportunities. And of course, the Tourism Development Corporation, the Small Business Development Center, Bahamas Development Bank, all stand ready to provide assistance.
And for some downtown vendors who feel they're not benefiting from tourism success, the tourism minister said this.
We have 30,000 arrivals. That's a lot of customers, and we want to ensure that all of the cash registers are actually feeling it. I'm very confident that over the course of time, with the technical assistance that we will continue to provide for vendors, with the funding that we will provide, with the ability to have seamless transactions by mobile wallets, etc., and other electronic forms of payments in all of the markets, I believe that over the course of time, we will not be hearing these complaints. But certainly anyone who is not feeling the buzz in their cash register, I'll be happy to have a conversation with them.
As visitors demand unique, native, valued experiences, tourism officials, on the other hand, are calling for creative, varied investments from Bahamians to enhance the destination. After all, tourism is everybody's business. Desmond Saunders, The Bahamas Tonight.
Meantime, Club Med, Columbus Isle, boasting high occupancy numbers in the mid-80s to be exact. Officials say since reopening in October 2022, following COVID, occupancy has been ramping up.
The wonderful thing about this particular club is that it sustains certain levels of occupancy. Right now, I can tell you that we are hitting 85% occupancy, and it pretty much stays the same throughout the summer. Then we're going to be closing, and once we reopen for the winter season, these levels tend to go back up. So it is very, very linear in terms of occupancy, our property in San Salvador.
Royal Caribbean's Paradise Island Beach Club President Philip Simon giving an update on the scope of that expansive project set for opening in 2025 on the western tip of Paradise Island. The project boasts Bahamian boutiques and cabanas, employing over 200 Bahamians.
We've been working in close collaboration with the DEPP, as well as our environmental consultants, as well as the construction company for the removal of those structures. Quite a few underground, equipment and tanks, etc. That we've been working through. The next phase will obviously be the relocation of the protected species, and so that's a very delicate phase, and so we're taking our time with that one.
In other news tonight, in light of the 20% increase in homicides, officers are making an appeal to members of the public to register their CCTV cameras with the police force. Officer in charge of technology, Chief Superintendent Shivargo Dame, says the public's help in solving crimes is always needed, and by partnering with the police can go a long way in ensuring a swifter process. Commissioner of Police Clayton Fernando echoing Dames, noting many of the recent homicides in country have been solved in part by the use of CCTV footage.
You have an opportunity now to assist the Royal Bahamas Police Force in solving some of these matters. And one of the major ways that you can do that is by registering your cameras with the Royal Bahamas Police Force. We once again assure you that information that comes to us, we no longer have to come into your residence to retrieve that information. You can send that information to us via the system that we are using, and that's the Fuses platform. You go online to our website, Royal Bahamas Police Force.org. It takes about 3 minutes. Register your camera with us. And once again, we assure you that the information that comes to us is confidential. We would not let anyone know of those cameras being registered with us, and it would be a major help.
Well, there's about a week left before this year's crawfish season begins, and the Ministry of Agriculture and Marine Resources taking a proactive approach to encourage crawfishermen to follow sustainable fishing practices and comply with the regulations. Assistant Fisheries Officer Ivana Moss reminds fishermen to obtain their compressor and trapping permits for the August 1st start date.
So a harvestable tail has a 5.5-inch length. Also wanted to remind the general public that they should always have a crawfish gauge if you are engaged in the crawfish fishery. Having tails that may have eggs or removing the eggs is also prohibited by law. So if you are caught with or suspected of course, that will be investigated. If you are caught in contravention of the crawfish regulations, you will be punished to the fullest extent of the law.
Oh, we still have more news to come, but Marcellus Hall has a look at what's coming up in sports. Marcellus?
Coming up in sports tonight, our under-15 women's national basketball team in Panama. Details as to what they're doing ahead in sports.
If you see news in the making, call ZNS News at 502-3800 or email us at znsnews@gmail.com.
A decade ago, the Bahamas Striping Group of companies was birthed out of a passion to change the way we travel. From only a $5,000 grant, the tenacity and work ethic has propelled BSGC to one of the leading road management companies in the Caribbean. We pride ourselves on going the extra mile where others won't, through the use of our state-of-the-art equipment and our certified team. Although the success is commendable, the road has been long. Yet, the mission continues in striving to be a world-class organization ran by Bahamians for Bahamians. With the help of our experienced and hardworking team, we at the Bahamas Striping Group of companies are committed to making a difference, one road at a time.
This video needs to show us on a different scale. It has to be extra.
What, eh?
Hey, Quay.
Hey, what you saying?
Where you is?
I heard you on the bus stop with my friend.
Okay, so we want to shoot this video, and it's gonna be extra.
All right, Jim. I can just come to you. All right. I need your 25 cents no more.
It's the Little Caesars Stuffed Crust Pizza. Get more pizza for less money. Only $12. It's a whole new level of pizza with cheese stuffed crust so spectacular that there's nothing left.
Pizza.
A delicious pepperoni pizza with the crust stuffed with lots of cheese and brushed with butter and garlic flavor and sprinkled with Parmesan cheese. Hot and ready Thursday to Saturday between 4 and 8 for only $12. Simply irresistible. And only at Little Caesars.
Pizza.
Hi, my name is Sanchez Clinton, Paint and Flooring Specialist here at CBS Bahamas. And today I just want to welcome you into our brand new paint center where you could get top quality products at exceptional prices, such as Valspar, Minwax, Krylon, and so much more. At CBS Bahamas, you could get your color match, tinting, shaking here for free. You could even get a digital rendering or even a color swatch, and we'll be able to mix it with our advanced color matching system. So come on down to CBS Bahamas where we can help you build beautiful.
SS Electrical has relocated. You can now find them on Chesapeake Road in the former Minute Muffler building. There, you can pick up Square D switches, combos, breakers, and breaker panels, plus all the electrical wires you need. Want meter cans, LED bulbs, and ceiling fans? You can find it all at SHSS Electrical.
Need a DNA test to find out if someone is your father, your child, or your grandparent? Call DNA Direct at 324-0665. Get a DNA test for as low as $450. Now you can prove that you are or are not related to an individual easily. Call DNA Direct 324-0665.
Don't let your home or business be in the dark. When there's a blackout, it's time to purchase the new EcoFlow portable generator. This powerful device gives you hours of uninterrupted electricity for your fans, refrigerator, television, and air conditioning units. Dial 327-4504 and see how affordable your EcoFlow portable generator is.
Introducing the Focal Smart Pass app that helps you to fuel up faster. Here's how it works. Download the app on the App Store or get it on Google Play and create your profile with payment details. Visit your nearest Shell station. Open the app, scan the pump's QR code, select your payment amount, and begin fueling. Say goodbye to cash and cards because the Focal Smart Pass offers secure and convenient payment options right at your fingertips. Download Focal Smart Pass now and fuel up faster today.
Welcoming 45 new doctors added to the local medical fraternity. The group receiving their white coats during the University of the West Indies School of Clinical Medicine graduation ceremony at the Bahama Convention Center Monday evening. The school's director, Dr. Pageantry, calling it a significant moment.
They have been a part of the journey from medical school in the last 2 years here. So they've been a part of watching us go through all the challenges at PMH, of watching us struggle with the pandemic, for example. And they were even, I think some of them were even a part of the Dorian experience. And so, you know, I think they're well positioned to be able to be an active participant. And, you know, it's a calling. This definitely shouldn't be seen as a job. And we are hopeful that they will deliver the empathetic quality care that we are expecting of them.
Long Island native and graduate Dr. Celeste Adderley edging out 500 individuals to become UWE's most outstanding student. Adderley says her journey began as a kid. She now looks forward to transforming the local healthcare sector.
Funny enough, I never wanted to be a doctor, but then my high school teacher, she actually got pregnant. And to be on that, she took us on a journey with us. So to be on that journey and watch her joy and learning everything that was happening with her, that is when I gained an interest in obstetrics and gynecology. You know, we could do more in terms of educating women to see their doctor more timely. And that is my hope. Also, you know, we have a lot of high-risk pregnancies in this country, so my area of interest would be maternal-fetal medicine, where I would help in that area.
Well, the Kingdor National Parkinson Foundation honoring a number of individuals during its recent gala ball. The honorees, all individuals who have helped to advance the work of the foundation, among them veteran broadcaster Jerome Sawyer and Captain Roscoe L. Dames II. The ball, one of the main fundraisers for the foundation, established by Mavis Darling Hill. Attendees enjoyed an evening of fine dining and entertainment by American singer Johnny Gill. Also on hand for the occasion, Health and Wellness Minister, the Honorable Dr. Michael Darville, who pointed to the recently passed regenerative and longevity legislation, providing hope for Parkinson sufferers.
Many of you who have family members who suffer from Parkinson's disease will know that one of the most aggressive and beneficial therapies for Parkinson's is stem cell and exosomes. This new piece of legislation is a cutting-edge piece of legislation that will prevent and help to reduce the longevity of those who suffer from Parkinson's disease, but also give them an opportunity to live comfortable and a better quality of life.
President of the Parkinson's Foundation in the U.S., Tom Lee, lauded the Kingdor Parkinson's Foundation for its work in the community for over 2 decades.
It is crucial to recognize the dual facets of Parkinson's awareness. Firstly, there is an imperative of raising awareness among those who may be affected by this disease. There is an estimated 10 million people living with Parkinson's disease around the world. And so it's a disease that's on the rise, and it's the fastest growing neurological disorder in the world. Equally important is the awareness among stakeholders with a capacity to provide both private and public funding, thereby catalyzing advancements in research and ensuring equitable access to care for all those impacted by Parkinson's.
You're watching the Bahamas Tonight. The National Report returns after this.
Fuel the difference. Ruby's Ultra Tech in your car. Fill up with Ruby's Ultra Tech. Spend less and go far. Fuel up with Ruby's Ultra Tech. Get the most out every ride. Just watch your car perform with the best fuel inside. Fuel up with confidence in every mile. Get Ruby's Ultra Tech in your tank and drive with a smile. Watch your car perform with the best fuel inside. Fuel the difference with Ruby's Ultra Tech.
We here at Candid Security offer a varied range of security services, including guard service. We do armored service, we do pre-employment investigation, background checks, also vet people for employment. A live business hosted PBX is extremely important to our operation. I don't have to be in my office. I can easily get connected with our clients, my vendors, my NASA office, and with our employees in the field, anytime, anywhere.
Ministry of Social Services, Information and Broadcasting celebrates National Family Week, July 25th through the 31st. You and your family are invited to be a part of the celebrations. Join the Family Empowerment Workshop on Thursday, July 25th, 6 to 8 p.m. at the Hearing Room, Aventura Plaza on Bethel Avenue and JFK Drive. And then on Saturday, July 27th, is National Family Sports and Fun Day, beginning at 9 a.m. at the Thomas A. Robinson Sports Center. Come and enjoy the competition, food, family, and fun. And finally, on Monday, July 29th, it's all about men's empowerment from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Hearing Room with dynamic speakers including Bishop Jonathan Fernanda, President of the Bahamas Christian Council, Vernon Rose, Chairman of One Family, mentor and life coach Dr. Cheyenne Williams, and more. Celebrate National Family Week, July 25th through the 31st. For more information, phone 397-8600 or email genderandfamilyaffairs@bahamas.gov.bs.
With our adoption by the Broadcasting Corporation of the Bahamas.
We figured that we could use the First Bahamas branch of Toastmasters Club 1600, an all-male club that specializes and focuses on developing young men for leadership through communication.
This program has grown and has impacted our school in such a positive way that I don't think we'll ever have them leave us.
Too often, instead of us looking within, we look outside for someone to blame. Go take a look in the mirror. Instead of trying to identify what the problems are, let's try and figure out how we become a part of the solution.
We are teaching these children how to dream beyond their community.
Crime-free looks like me.
Do your part. Join the movement to a safer Bahamas.
I don't know, but there's all kinds of cars in the parking lot. You ain't even know where to park. Yeah, just don't park in the, look at this way. Like, you ain't get nowhere to go. Don't park in, just don't park in the handicap spot. Yeah, that's handicap. No, you can't park in the handicap spot. I ain't gonna be that long. Handicap spot, man. Boy, what's going on, dog?
I tell you we shouldn't park here now. This way parking, brothers.
I tell you we shouldn't park here.
Don't get one of these things. My bad, big bro. And he get a stick inside. They say, this mud, though. We gotta move. This is a honey gas. But we gotta move. We can move right now. Sorry.
Be considerate. Don't use disabled parking spaces without a decal in your vehicle. This message is brought to you by the National Commission for Persons with Disabilities.
Residents are actually seeing the upside to that island's challenges, which for some time has come in the form of power and water woes. Rocksound business owner Sophia Lewis says it's really forced her to become a better planner.
Because of the situation with the water, you don't know when it's going to be off. Sometimes they do give you a schedule and sometimes they don't. So what I've learned to do over the years from living on the island for home and for business, I just kind of keep a water supply on hand. So if one morning I come in here and there's no water, I always have water to start cooking and do whatever. Basically, I reach in my store at 5 a.m. in the morning, and by 6 o'clock, the water is starting to come on. So that gives me enough time, once my backup supply is on hand, it gives me enough time to work with what I have until the water is here. In terms of the power supplies, well, all I do is try to, I guess at this point, make the best of it.
Now, in the meantime, Water and Sewage issuing a lengthy release responding to what it says is misinformation about Governor's Harbor naval site, going down what it cites as a series of facts. The statement first notes that the water extracted from the desalination plant supply wells is salty seawater that does not interact with the freshwater lens of the aquifer. The release goes on to reiterate the corporation has constructed 2 new tanks at the Naval Base facility with works in progress to install the permanent pipework connecting them to the desalination plant and pumping station. Further, that leaks in a water transmission and distribution are a normal occurrence in a man-made infrastructure, that as of just yesterday, both desalination trains are operational, producing over 450,000 imperial gallons per day. Meantime, works are expected to begin shortly on a new water pumping station for the Naval Base facility. Well, it's time now for a check on Family Island weather. And for that, as always, we turn to Chief Meteorologist Basil Dean. Good evening, Basil.
Good evening, Makisha. Well, today began with mostly sunny conditions, but as we head into the afternoon hours, we had an increase in clouds and even some pop-up showers here and there. But right now, outside of our studios, we just track back a second. Temperature is at 85 degrees, relative humidity 78%. The winds, they are out of the east-southeast at 13 miles per hour. Your barometric pressure, 1,020.1 millibars. And if we translate that to inches, it's simply 30.12 inches. And your temperatures around the islands this evening, 86 degrees in Marshall, Babaco, Green Toll Key at 85. Also in Freeport, Grand Bahama, the Berry Islands, 86 degrees. Alistown, Bimini, 86. In Harbor Island, 85. Roxanne, Lutra, 85 degrees. In Fresh Creek, which is in Central Andros, we are recording a temperature there of 87 degrees, and those 87s extends into Georgetown, Exuma as well. Alistown, Cat Island, San Salvador, and Rum Key, 86 degrees, 86 again in Ragged Island, Clarence Sound, Long Island, and Crooked Island. Betsy Bay, Maguana at 84, 83 degrees in Acklands with a little bit of cloud cover taking place there. Matthew Tiny, Nago Warmer at 86 degrees, and the Turks and Caicos Islands at 84 degrees. Now, your boating forecast tonight is brought to you by Alive Business, where you're always protected during the worst storms. Now, for the northwestern islands, tonight through Wednesday, middle of the week, well, those winds southeast at 12 to 18 knots, wave fights 3 to 6 feet with a moderate chop. So caution flags are in place for boaters in the northwest Bahamas right into Wednesday. Now, your high tide, that will take place at 10:21 tonight. A second high tide taking place at 10:48 tomorrow morning. In the central and southeastern islands tonight through Wednesday, the winds will be east to southeast at 15 to 20 knots, wave fights 4 to 7 feet. So that also constitutes a caution flag, so the entire island chain will be under caution flag through Wednesday. That's going to do it for your boating forecast for at least Wednesday, but as we head into Thursday, we'll see a shift in those winds. They will also fall off at speeds, 10 to 15 knots, dropping the caution flags, wave height subsiding 2 to 4 feet over the ocean. Now, your high tide on Thursday, that will occur at 8:17 in the morning with the low tide at 2:21 in the afternoon. In the central and southeastern isles on Thursday, the winds become southeast with some reduction there as well from the 15 to 20. We go to 12 to 18 knots, wave height 3 to 6 feet, but that will still maintain caution conditions in the central and southeastern islands through Thursday. That's going to do it for your boating forecast. It's time now for your international temperatures, and they are brought to you by Royal Star Assurance.
Let's do this one we go. Man, I got girls texting me hi, woman calling me pie. If my girlfriend leave me, I ain't cry. She done make red gum in my eyes and my blood pressure sky high. God for me get a lift, she want me to die. Man, I got girls texting me hi, woman calling me pie. If my girlfriend leave me, I ain't cry. She done make red gum in my eyes and my blood pressure sky high. God for me get a lift, she want me to die. What? She done leave me once before. I said, baby, don't do it no more. Cause y'all, you making my heart oh so sore. She tell me I is my own woman. I ain't none of your children. And furthermore, you ain't my husband. That's why I got girls texting me hi, woman calling me pie. If my girlfriend leave me, I ain't right. She done make red gum in my eyes and my blood pressure sky high. God put me in the list, she want me to die. When I call her on the phone, she ain't never home. I wonder why this woman so like to roam. The only time she see me is when the other friends them ain't free. Oh God, please have mercy. Oh, I got girls texting me hi, woman calling me bye. If my girlfriend leave me, I ain't cry. She done make red gum in my eyes and my blood pressure sky high. God for me.
And that is going to do it for your international temperatures brought to you by Royal Star Assurance. But stay tuned, your extended weather forecast is still ahead.
In case you missed the news or want to stay ahead, follow us at ZNS Digital on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, or X. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and visit us on our website at znsbahamas.com.
Losing your furniture to costly termite damage? You need Rentokil's Initials Drop and Go Furniture Fumigation, the only service like it in the Bahamas. Simply drop your furniture at a fumigation container located at 5th Terrace, Centerville, and collect your termite-free piece within days. Sealed with our termite-free guarantee. Fast, convenient, affordable. When it comes to complete termite eradication, there's only one name, Rentokil Initial. Losing your furniture to costly termite damage? You need Rentokil's Initials Drop and Go Furniture Fumigation, the only service like it in the Bahamas. Simply drop your furniture at a fumigation container located at 5th Terrace, Centerville, and collect your termite-free piece within days. Sealed with our termite-free guarantee. Fast, convenient, affordable. When it comes to complete termite eradication, there's only one name, Rentokil Initial.
That's the bear of the Bahamas. I like to go down. Oh yeah.
From June 1st to November 30th, the ZNS Radio and Television Network is the #1 source in the Bahamas for hurricane information before, during, and after a storm. Now is the time to choose your radio and television hurricane season ad packages. Get extra special rates and run the ads only when you want them to run. Call the ZNS sales office today at 502-3800.
The most important thing in life is family. And whenever you need reliable advice, you look to the people you know you can trust. At J.S. Johnson Insurance Agents and Brokers, we earn our clients' trust every day. Whether it's home, motor, travel, or commercial insurance, we've got you covered. Call 397-2100 or visit jsjohnson.com.
JS Johnson Insurance. Peace of mind.
does disability look like? In a busy airport terminal, at the check-in counter, at security checkpoints, or even in baggage claim? Passengers with hidden disabilities often go unnoticed. Globally, 1 in 7 persons have some form of a disability. 80% of those disabilities are non-visible. In an airport environment, workers are often unaware of hidden physical, mental, or neurological disabilities that some passengers live with. This can lead to frustration and a less than ideal travel experience. So, how do we make the invisible more visible? At LPIA, we've implemented the Sunflower Lanyard program. The lanyards are visual cues for airport workers to immediately identify passengers who might need additional assistance. NAD is teaming up with the National Commission for Persons with Disabilities and key stakeholders at LPIA to launch the internationally recognized initiative. We're joining more than 180 airports and 26 countries already in the program. NAD is the first organization in the Bahamas to recognize the Sunflower Initiative. It's a way to show our continued commitment to making LPIA a safe, welcoming, and inclusive airport for all. Passengers needing to secure a free Sunflower lanyard can email sunflower@nas.bs or call 1242-397-8600. For more information, visit www.nassauLPIA.com.
This is ZNS Total Sports.
And welcome to your ZNS Total Sports Check, everybody. I'm Marcellus Hall. Well, 3 days now until the official opening of the Paris Olympics. Some members of Team Bahamas already are placed in France, with the remainder expected to be in there by the opening ceremonies. Now, the question as to who will carry the Bahamian flag during the opening, no word yet as to who that will be. Bahamas Olympic Committee, as said, will have the athletes normally vote, but so far, that has not happened. The BOC and B3As did issue a joint statement late yesterday evening, signed by Presidents Romel Knowles and Dramico Archer, on the selection issue that boiled over last week. We told you about that, indicating that both Shania Adley and LaCarthia Cooper will be headed to Paris, and the two organizations are now working as one for the betterment of Team Bahamas. Good news there. Well, tonight we continue our summer camp series as 14 Clubs Golf Academy hosting their event at Blue Hills. Swanson Gibson tells us more.
14 Clubs Golf Academy is continuing their youth summer camp at Blue Hills Golf Course. Kids as young as 5 years old getting the opportunity to enhance their golf skill set. 14 Clubs manager and lead coach Amal Henfield gave an overview of the camp's objective, going in depth with his teaching method.
Right now we are running a summer camp. We do so every year, every summer, and we're just trying to get these kids prepared for tournament and competitions. Golf can be a very difficult sport. It's more so a mental game as well, and so we just try to train the kids to learn how to practice when they do get out on the field, and then also how to record what they're doing, so they know what they're practicing today. They just go and double up on that the next day, and then just keep track of where they're progressing.
Camp instructor Peyton Hay gave insight to the daily operations while analyzing the campers' potential.
Our daily operations, kids usually start off with putting, and then we go to chipping. We get into things, pitch shots, full shots, that kind of stuff. We usually have them start doing a ladder drill, gate drill, and then we get to chipping ladders, pitching ladders.
13-year-old Juan Wilson has dual roles, serving both as camper and junior instructor.
So far, my experience at the camp has been amazing. The kids are nice, they learn very well, and overall, I just want to give back what the camp in prior years have given.
New generation of Bahamian golfers teeing off on the green. For ZNS Total Sports, I'm Swanson Gibson Jr.
The Bahamas Basketball Federation has an under-15 girls national basketball team set to compete in the FIBA Under-15 Central Basket Women's Championships. Those are taking place in Panama. The squad composed of Tajanique Morley, Andika Curtis, Shania Nixon, Faith Bird, Zuri Hanna, Kayla Ben, as well as Jada Fraser, Rikara Beadle, Danica Simmons, Sky Wilmot, Anthony Pedikin, and Melody Ferguson. They'll play their first game on Wednesday against Costa Rica, and they're, of course, coached by Anton Francis, who talked about his expectations for the team's performance.
We're going to rely heavily on some good guard play, some very highly skilled young ladies that can actually shoot. And we believe that this year we're going to represent well. Hopefully the girls are able to leave it out on the floor. Our coaching staff are going to do our best to support them and push them. We believe we've prepared them to the best of our abilities, and hopefully we can do well.
And finally tonight, the New Province Softball Association with 2 games on the schedule for you this evening. This is over at the Bankers-Field. Cybertech Lady Blue Models will take on the Black Scorpions at 7 p.m. That'll be followed by the men's feature contest, Titans up against the Renegades. And that's your check on sports for you here on this Tuesday. We do have Tuesday weather just ahead. Stay with us.
This is ZNS Total Sports.
Beat the heat this summer with ZNS and Comfort Suites. This July, you can win a cool, relaxing staycation at Comfort Suites on Paradise Island. Listen to the Good Morning Bahamas show on 50 and 40 a.m. and 104.5 FM Monday through Friday, 6 to 10 a.m. for details. Beat the heat with ZNS and Comfort Suites.
We are here in the time of need. There's no discrimination. The mission is to relieve the suffering. We volunteer, we deliver care. With donors and partners, we're always here to turn compassion into action. Protecting life and health with our training throughout the years. We empower to heal the world. There is hope, assistance with disasters. There is shelter and love for our people. We can work together to help those in need. So volunteer with us and donate to show you care. There is hope, assistance with disasters. There is shelter and love for our people. We can work together to help those in need. So volunteer with us and donate to show you care. Together, let's build a more resilient Bahamas. Community farming for food security. Climate programs suited for our island country. Together, let's build a more resilient Bahamas.
This message brought to you by the Bahamas Red Cross Society in conjunction with the Broadcasting Corporation of the Bahamas.
Accidents and emergencies are not scheduled life events. When they occur, people are usually caught off guard. It is important during these times, however, to bring certain items with you when you or your relative present to the Accident and Emergency Department. The following items will assist healthcare providers with your specific case: identification, photo ID for registration purposes. Examples include your driver's license, national insurance card, or passport. If you were admitted to hospital prior to your emergency, discharge summary or most recent discharge letter with relevant information regarding prior diagnoses and treatment. A referral letter from the healthcare provider who would have sent you to the emergency department. All your medications and pills prescribed, herbal,
or any over-the-counter medication is required. Have a list of all allergies, insurance card when necessary, emergency contact information, an interpreter for foreign nationals when necessary. Bring comfort items, change of clothing, books, iPads, blankets. Bring a list of questions for the medical providers. And of course, bring patience. Having these items on hand can help to minimize anxiety and frustration during your A&E visit. Remember, the best person to manage your health is you.
Time now for weather.
In our final look at weather, as usual, we'll get you started in the tropics, and we still have this persistent Sahara dust. It's been there now for the last 2 weeks or so, and it continues to suppress any kind of development as it continues to suck up all of the moisture that the system needs in order to develop. And in addition to that, we also have the strong upper-level wind shearing, which is also preventing any kind of development because it continues to shear off the top of those clouds and preventing them from really developing. These clouds also release what we call latent heat, which is also necessary in order to sustain the development of tropical cyclone, but that is not happening because of these two systems, Sahara dust and strong upper-level wind shearing. Our satellite pictures supporting exactly what we have been saying in terms of the theory. We have over the Atlantic, there is an upper-level low spinning out there, and some of that troughing is working its way across the northwest Bahamas, and that's why we continue to have these pockets of showers and thunderstorms over the northwest Bahamas, and that will continue through tomorrow as well. Tonight, the forecast will shape up like this. Mostly cloudy, breezy, very warm conditions. A spotty thunderstorm is likely with a low temperature of 81 degrees. And then tomorrow, we're looking at partly sunny skies, so there will be some reduction in the cloud cover tomorrow, but the windy conditions will continue with thunderstorms once again in spots. The high temperature tomorrow, 89 degrees, and your extended weather forecast, spotty showers right into Thursday. But come Friday, we will have a bit more clouds with just a stray thunderstorm in the mix, but as we head into Saturday, those showers become more scattered and could be heavy at times, resulting in localized ponding in those low-lying areas. But on Sunday, the skies will open up quite nicely with lots of sunshine, and that will carry us right into the middle part of next week with our daytime temperatures getting back into the 90s as of Saturday, and they will be with us through the early part of next week. Makisha.
Well, thanks, Basil. Steamtacular Bahamas is bringing the world of machine learning and science to the youngest age brackets. Focusing on science, technology, engineering, mathematics, and now art, the 3-day program takes students from all over New Providence and Grand Bahama on an intensive learning experience. Bioengineer and founder of the program is Kishmir McKenzie.
The reason I started this is because when I was coming up, there was nothing like this around. When I was in primary school and high school in Grand Bahama, I knew I was interested in technology and science.
On this second run of the program, the participating students spent their time engaging in robotics, lab safety, programming, and chemistry. Steamtacular Bahamas invites talented and educated professionals from all across the world to not only teach but collaborate with their attendees, like mechanical engineer Anupam Shetty.
So I have spent a lot of my early stages of life teaching kids in engineering because my background is engineering, and I have done that in India and I have done that in the US. And that's when I came across one of my friend, Kish, who said that she has this program going in Bahamas, and I was like, okay, this is a perfect opportunity for me to go and spread that knowledge.
Well, before we leave tonight, we want to send birthday blessings to our associate editor and anchor, LaDawn Davis, hoping you had a wonderful birthday. And that does it for the Bahamas Tonight. Thank you for continuing to make ZNS your first choice for news and information. Only the sun covers the Bahamas better. From all of us, thank you for watching and good night.
We can scrape it dance all night long to the sounds of the ancient man. Now you done blow your candle, you done look on all your gifts. We done sing a happy birthday and yet done need to put the wish. While my mind asks a question, Lord, I wonder who it will be. You give your voice, please, a birthday cake too. Oh, Lord. my God, I pray that it's me. The thought of colon cancer never really crossed my mind until 2019, when a very good friend of mine was diagnosed with stage 4 colon cancer. I was shocked. Everybody was shocked because he was a picture of perfect health. He was young, athletic, successful, and full of life.